Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of It's an Open World Game Now.
At your service, Mr. Holmes?
So we gotta go to the pub. Here it is. Yeah. It's kind of it's like quasi-open world. It's got some open areas, some free roam areas.
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
I assume talk to the bartender. That's normally... Ew. Look at the flies in this place.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Oh. Oh.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
All right. Everyone's just talking about it, or is this going to be unrelated and irrelevant?
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
Is that one of the guys? That's one of the merry men, I think. I hope we encounter them again. I hope that turns into a thing.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Here there is, though.
No gods, no masters.
Come on. Tell me your secrets, Delilah.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers
That
and
guy.
never drinks alcohol.
The guy down there with mutton chops and a glass of water. That'd be my guess. He's a beard. He has whiskers. He's drinking water.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
I observed that from across the room. I don't know why we had to do like a investigatory thing there, but hold to skip time. Ooh. Guessing he's gonna meet with someone. And maybe it'll be George. Oh, you got a tinkle? No. Okay.
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
At the start of October, Mr. John Strobridge went missing from Dorset Street under mysterious circumstances. If you have any information, please contact Mrs. Strobridge at 5 Dorset Street. Thank you in advance for any information.
Bosses
or help.
beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
Yeah, I think they're the merry men that were in there drinking, talking about equality.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I am Wiggins now.
Excuse me. My name's Wiggins. I'm just a wee boy. I am.
Uh-oh, where'd he go? Did we lose him? Oh, okay, there he is. Oh, it's like an Assassin's Creed thing. We don't want to get too close. Hello, I'm just a boy. Ah. No. No, okay. So, like... Aha.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Okay. Oh, and those two things aren't going to go back down. Like we goofed there.
I couldn't pay my rent last week.
Well, we need to make sure not to slip up again then.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheap!
That woman was trying to sell her cabbage. And for cheap. Ah. Oh, I was about to jump out of cover. It's always the suspicious, guilty people who stop and check behind them at every possibility. Oh, jeez.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Okay.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
I don't remember what meat
Living costs
tastes
are
like.
too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Okay.
Stupid kid.
What? Why am I a stupid kid?
Take a brush and get in there.
Boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Ah.
Stop crying and get to work.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Good God.
What are you waiting for?
Is it ever?
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
Is it going to be that climbing thing again? Oh. Oh. Oh, gosh. What is happening? Why am I doing this? This is the weirdest mini game. I'm pretty sure I could move past it. I don't know that Wiggins is gonna make this. This is not seeming good. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, crap. Come on. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. He's not gonna make it. Oh my God. We killed Wiggins. We killed Wiggins. Okay. We just gotta move super quick on this, I guess. I think that's a little better than first time. Okay. This is a totally different game than the first one. Which I don't even think Crimes and Punishments... Oh, come on, come on, come on. Is technically like the first game in the... Come on! Oh, gosh. In the chronology of this. They've announced a new one. Like a new 2021 open world... You have
He's
all
still
of
here, that's a
London
relief.
thing. It's like a young... It's a different continuity. It's like a young... beginning of his career Sherlock. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Sherlock Chapter 1. So I think they're going to do kind of like... Oh, crap. I want to Assassin's Creed this, but... What the... How do I... Can I make this jump? Whoa! Oh, oh, oh. They're gonna, like, kind of do it like they've been doing Hitman. With, like, a continuous... Oh, crap. With, like, a continuous service. They just keep releasing more episodes and stuff. Oh, oh. Okay. This game is, I think I'd prefer the lock picking. There's definitely a hand-eye coordination kind of. Oh jeez. I glanced away for 1 second, and I almost died. Come on, Wiggins. This kid, does Sherlock pay this kid? I mean, we saved his brother from the noose, probably. Literally don't know where we're going. There he is. We're gonna do some stupid thing with this. Oh, we're gonna write it down.
Where did he come from?
That's not so bad. I feel like they cheaped out on the animation for that moment, though.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
If I were an alcoholic, I would want to just lay beside park benches and sing old sailor shanties.
No place to hide here. I'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Sorry, Mum. Wow. This kid some gymnastics lessons. He's a prodigy. Oh, jeez. No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Get away from me, boy.
We don't gotta start this whole thing over, do we? Like climb chimneys and stuff? Come on. Be gentle with us. Okay. I guess that's not so bad. The next thing we do is ride the thing down? Yeah, okay. Okay. We get to listen to the guy sing again.
Where did he come from?
So there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, again, yeah, we saved his brother. Seems like maybe Wiggins is,
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
See? I could do it. I could do it. Let's go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Nothing. So we need to wait for this next one. And just sit tight. Yeah, but... And then he'll round the corner.
Crawling rat.
Which makes it safe. Man, can you imagine? Like, even if you were guilty of something, do you think you would stop that much? Seems like a lot to me. Like, okay, well, before I go down this tunnel, I better check. And then he reaches the end of the tunnel. Well, it's been a while since I've made sure the coast is... Like, what was he going to do? Just, he's looking for someone he needs to run from? I feel like Sherlock could have done all this. Now I gotta go back and find Sherlock?
I know that boy. He's Shoe Shine Jim from Chamber Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. Hey, Jim. Can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Ah, we're gonna shine his shoes. Spy on him. And which means we'll actually have to... I don't know the order in which... Oh, God. Well, we'll just clean off some of the loose... I'm just getting rid of some of the loose debris. And then we'll just get off some of the, like, less loose debris. I don't know what this is. We'll do some of that.
This could be you.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Oh, all of that was wrong?
What are you, what?
Because I... Okay. Well, I don't know how to shine shoes, okay? We suck. We suck at, you know, the first game held our hands a lot.
Damn. I need to find another way.
And now that it's no longer holding our hands, then it's like, okay, now
the weather's good. Last
actually
week was
do it.
freezing.
Actually live.
And it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
Stop talking. Actually live in the 1800s. Now that it's saying that to us, we're like, we're in trouble. Now, hop on the back, Marty McFly style.
I can't lose him now.
Or do the Matrix stuff. I didn't think we were actually going to jump on the back of it. I was just saying that, like, quasi-facetiously. And yet, we jumped on the back anyways. Missed an important phrase? Yeah, okay, so we can go back. We only did that, like, twice in the last game. Did we actually go back and look at some dialogue? Maybe we should have done that more. Maybe that was our shortcoming. Maybe we will need to in this one. How are we going to report this back to Sherlock? If I'm this kid, I'm super lost by this point.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Like, I'm in a part of the city that I've never been to. Although I guess he's, is there something to... Can I grab this and stand on it? No? I guess because he's like a street kid, he spends all his time... Probably knows the streets really well. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure it's as simple as that door that was back there. Probably not a front door scenario, although we can try.
It's too dangerous to enter.
Yeah, it's kind of... I know. I know. That was my deduction as well. We're going to go on this side instead, though, because I think most people wouldn't think to do that. And so that's probably why it's the right thing to do. It's possible that other one was locked, and I wouldn't have been able to go through it anyways.
I can't see what's inside.
Man, we are just, like, full-on illegal activity.
It's too dangerous to enter.
All right. What is in this?
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff.
Okay. A lot of guns.
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it.
You just happen to have pencil and paper on you. That's fortunate. I guess it would not have mattered which door we chose. In fact, we seem to have gone the long way. Oh, we're not finished here? Oh.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes.
Right.
Let's get outside before I get caught.
Too late. And fast track me to Sherlock so that I don't have to... And there's a cop right outside. Nope. Okay. Sweet. I know he doesn't know what to make of most of that, and he's probably going to start reporting stuff wrong. But that's okay. I mean, he's cute, right? We saved his brother. It's hard to tell. Is this the same? It's got to be. I mean, the apartment was basically the same except for the fact that there's a balcony now. The actors and their appearances, I mean, my appearance is basically the same. I would say I look a little bit younger. I don't have quite maybe the same big nose that the other one had.
Wiggins' tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Watson definitely seems younger. Definitely. Okay.
Wiggins did a good job.
We're going to have to check our archive for that. Examine the coat of arms. Probably not encyclopedias, probably not newspapers, probably research. Chemistry. Marks and symbols. English coat of arms. Coat of arms of the Marsh family. Seems to match. Nowadays, the representative of this family is Lord Edward Marsh, the well-known benefactor. He provides the poor people of Whitechapel with the provisions, warm clothes, etc. Lord Marsh is also renowned as a co-founder of the special education program, which allows poor people the opportunity of an education. Lord Marsh resides at 3 Mainsbury Road in London.
Here it is.
We're going to go see him, aren't we?
So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Should we change our clothing? Make ourselves seem a little more... I don't know.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it...
What? What?
It could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
We're going to tease Watson here.
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Actually, I think I like this Watson, or this Sherlock a lot better. Yeah, I think I like this Watson better. Sherlock, damn it. I think I like this Sherlock better. I don't know, he's got a little more personality to him. He's not like this weird, stiff kind of character, you know? Okay, let's head to the Marsh house. Let's see who we can question. Did he just lean in for a kiss? Kind of seems like he leaned in for a kiss. Where's Sherlock? Are we reading The Devil's Daughter? Oh, which, by the way, what a fascinating... Like, that's more of an interesting title than Crimes and Punishments. Crimes and Punishments, you're like, okay, yeah, like, justice, I guess. People are gonna commit crimes, we're gonna figure out who did it, and then they're gonna go to jail. Whereas this, it's hinting at, like, a storyline. What's gonna happen? I do not know. It's nice Watson's coming with us now. Instead of making us just wander the streets by ourselves. Maybe this Watson gets in the way less. Maybe he's not always standing there like a doofus.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
We're not her father.
About her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, You were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth.
Whoa,
She's
what?
old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Okay. It's gonna happen. I'm calling it right now. Kate is the devil's daughter. I'm guessing he's not actually dead, or he is dead and now he's the devil. But either way, that's my guess.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
I'm guessing the blanket on his legs means he's paralyzed, can't walk. Very red eyes. Feels unwell, lack of sleep. It looks more like it feels unwell. Yeah, I mean, he's sitting in the chair and stuff. So maybe he's not paralyzed, maybe he's just sick. Well, some tea. Painkiller. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so he's not well. Oh, kind of breezed past. What is? Notebook. What is person cooking recipe? What's it say? Dose of painkillers, tightness of chest. It's his personal assistant. His personal assistant likes to hunt. Member of a hunting club. He's also skilled in the stuff. He feels unwell. He is ill. Yeah. Yeah. So he's like dying. So Reuben Fisher is a young man of 25 and already a confident physician. He is well educated, mannered, and a member of a hunting club. His clothes indicate that he is financially wealthy. Reuben Fisher is not only a physician, he is also Lord Marsh's personal assistant. Lord Marsh is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society. Indicated by his expensive clothes and valuable ring, he has dedicated his life to helping the poor. He is ill. Therefore, he is covered with a blanket, despite the fact that it is quite warm inside the room.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight on our streets and now, too, from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
All right. I recognize your face. I don't think we actually do, but...
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
Oh, that's the guy.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight, and Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Okay, so this guy, he like puts on mutton chops and everything. Huh. Something's going on here.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
Right, but you're painkillers.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
Uh-huh.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Do you mind if I look around?
Despite my title, yes. I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Okay. Do you mind? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. The London Hospital, Whitechapel Road.
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
District of...
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel.
What is a pauper?
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
To celebrate our horseback something or other.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college.
That's impressive.
Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
Some papers. Document with a seal. We didn't really ask to look around. We're just, Dear Lord Marsh, here's the list of selected participants for the special education program in October. Looks to be a very promising event. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
A missing persons poster that his assistant was trying to make people, he took down.
I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's do this. Hang on. Okay. Hearst special. 3 weeks ago, George Hearst disappeared while on a special job. While hiring people for this special job, Lord Marsh invited them to take part in a special education program. Okay, that seemed like a... Oh, okay, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Okay, yeah, this is the same as before. The special job mentioned by George Hearst is not connected with the special education program. George Hearst's special job and Lord Marsh's special education program are somehow connected. Yeah, they have to be. They must be. Lord Marsh and his companions are members of the famous Quatermain Hunting Club. One participant from the special education program is missing. Yeah. No, okay. Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher boasted about the special education program, but they refused to provide additional information. No? I don't think this is connected to either of them. No. Okay. We have one deduction for now. And I think that's a pretty sound deduction. Thank you for watching.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor.
Please do all three.
Bags full of food.
And until next time.
Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. Locked.
Huh. Locked.